Good morning, Scrogs Frogs. Welcome to another week of art. Okay, so I want to go through this lesson with you, just give you an overview before you get started. Okay, so on this first slide, remember, you want to go to present mode. So I'm clicking up here to present, making it big. This first video is an introduction to the lesson. And this week, we're going to be drawing flowers or bugs, or flowers and bugs. You can do both. You can do one. And this is just kind of introducing it. That was my bird, Rudy. I don't know if you heard him or not. Okay, so it's spring. The days are getting longer. The weather is getting warmer. The plants are coming back to life. Oh my goodness. Everything is green, like so much greener. It's incredible. We've been walking the trails every day, and every day I am amazed by how much the trails change because there are new leaves. So what inspires you to make art in the springtime? I want you to think about that. Some of the beginning of this is just about inspiring you. Oh, next screen. Is a story that I've read to you, and I hope you enjoy it. It shows some beautiful flowers, and I want you to look at the flowers and be inspired. Okay, here, there's lots of different ways to create flowers and bugs. You could cut things out of cereal boxes. That's a really cool way to do it. You could just use regular collage where you cut out paper and glue it. Okay, you can just draw with a pencil, and that's what my lessons are on, are drawing. But once you learn how to draw it, you can build it from anything, right? Drawing's the beginning. You could use crayons. You could use markers. You could use paint if you have it. You could use chalk and do it in your driveway or on the sidewalk. You can also use objects from nature like we did before, but you could do flowers and bugs out of leaves and flowers. You can also use just recycled bits of junk. So like the cereal boxes, but you could use, it could be more 3D. You know, you could use things like containers and that sort of thing. Okay? I just want you to experience making a flower in its parts. This is a video about one of my favorite artists, Georgia O'Keeffe. I made a little collage of her work and talked about her in this video. I hope you enjoy it. I find her work super inspiring. Here I do what's called a gesture and a contour line drawing of a huge flower. One thing Georgia O'Keeffe was known for was making her flowers really big, like big. So anyway, this shows you how to draw a big flower. Okay, then I show you how to draw a huge dragonfly. Okay, and I go through all the steps. Same thing with gesture and contour lines. Those are two words you're going to hear a lot in this lesson, because once you learn how to do gesture lines, which basically gets the shapes, and then contour lines, which gets all the details, you really can start looking at things and drawing them. Okay, let's see. What's our next step here? Okay, here on this page, if you want to draw a flower or a bug, and you can't pick one out of your own garden or a neighbor's garden that gives you permission, you can just look at these pictures and draw from the pictures. And in fact, I drew my dragonfly by looking at these pictures. So you click on the bug, and it leads you to a file full of pictures of bugs. Be sure you go through every page to see which bug you might want to do. And here, I just want to explain something really quick. Bugs have three parts. They have what's called the abdomen, okay? It's like the tummy. And then they have what's called the thorax. A lot happens from the thorax. The wings come out of the thorax and all of the legs, all 6 legs, okay? And then the head, and there's often antenna coming out of the head, all right? So if you break it up into parts, it's much easier to draw, and you'll see that in my video, but I gave you a whole bunch of bugs to work with, okay? Now let's go back to here. If I click on the flower, it takes you to a big document of pictures of flowers. Some are pictures that I've taken, some are pictures I've gotten off the web, And there are all kinds. And it's the same thing. Break it into shapes first, and then use your contour lines. You'll find out more about that in the lesson. There was a storm last night, and branches are still falling. Okay, so lots of different flowers to look at there. Let's go back to the lesson. Okay, so next, I included a tutorial from another artist in the school district, and she is going to show you how to draw an easy butterfly and how to draw a more difficult butterfly, okay? And so I think it's often just great to have a couple of different people showing you different techniques. You know, we're all kind of teaching the same thing, but we definitely teach it differently. So that's kind of fun to see. Okay, I forgot to say this last week and the week before. Don't forget to clean up. Your parents will appreciate it. Make sure that after you make your art, you put all of your art supplies away and clean up. All right, guys, I am so happy to be getting your artwork. It's amazing. I've been getting such good stuff. So thank you. I love you guys. I miss you, my Scrogs Frogs. And keep on making art and keep posting it to your Google Classroom and keep posting it. You can send it by email to me if you want, okay? So Google Classroom, or you could email it to me. It's best if you do it in Google Classroom, but if you can't figure out how to post to Google Classroom, just send it to me by my email, which I will include in this lesson also. I forgot to do that. I'll go back and do that now. Okay, bye guys. See you next week.